I mean, true, but
But children?
are there really any women in Minecraft? Come on. Cloning. Okay, so put some torches around. I'm gonna explore. Anywhere to go under here.
I'm in a different chair now.
Oh, you got a new chair?
Not a new chair, just one of the lawn chairs from outside.
Oh, okay. You just switched the chairs.
Yeah, it's one of those folding chairs you have to put a cushion on.
Yeah, I know the ones.
All right.
DIY. DIY. Sorry, happy. Something happened on TV and I'm happy.
Mm.
All that's in here? Just coal? I mean, I'm happy to see coal, but if you're gonna give me coal, give me some flint.
Dad gave me a card close to close for clothes shopping.
Oh, that's nice. Is that your Christmas gift?
Oh no,
Birthday gift? Because I know it's soon.
no,
When is your birthday? It's in like
November
a couple.
11th.
Yeah, it's in a few. It's like less than a month away.
Yeah, yeah, but that's not why he gave it to me.
Just as a random gift.
No, just the way is to buy new clothes.
Mm.
Cause let's be real, I do need some.
I was gonna say, how? When was the last time you went clothes shopping?
It's been a while.
A while does not explain how long, my friend. I might need to close it and close this server and open it back up. Give me a sec. Just exploring the cave. Oh, the launch is not letting you in. Okay, I thought it was on my end.
Oh Jesus, I need to close out Minecraft. My computer's freezing.
Oh God.
My computer, yeah, my computer can't run Minecraft right now, so I'm just gonna watch you guys.
Don't watch me play.
Yeah, it's better for me to watch someone else play than have my computer explode.
That's fair. No one wants murder. What happened? Where the fuck is you? I don't. Didn't say you joined us. Well, me. Okay.
I found something while scounging through a bunch of
What's
scrap.
What'd you find?
Just a tin of a bunch of soda can tabs.
Hmm.
I had it. I had it because heard that the Ronald McDonald House charity was collecting them.
Oh, that was years ago.
I'm not sure if they are still doing that.
I don't know if they are either, but I remember stuff like that. That was years ago. Last time I heard about that. Okay. Not this one.
So so I was collecting a bunch of them and I just never ended up delivering them.
Fair enough. Also, I think I finally figured out more or less what was being said about like us in the VC and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
Shark?
think part of the yeah with Shark, what Shark said. reason I come across as chill is because I think what it is that I dominate the conversation more often than not.
Yeah, that sounds
As in
about
like
right.
as in like when we have conversations in here, I more or less just like take control and then no one really gets a word in until I'm done.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm not gonna deny that.
You're not gonna say anything that'll prevent me from not hurting my own ego.
Pretty much.
If I hurt my ego, that's a good thing for you. It means I'm less of a god in my eyes. I am a god. Ah, shit. Woo. And then you
So,
hear them. What did
so
you do?
Ian, so Ian, did you see the Gojo and Makima video?
I have not watched it yet. No, I was gonna watch it and stream with y'all. Yeah, as soon as I saw that a lot of you would watch it already, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, there's no problem with watching it again.
I mean, yeah, true.
Like,
I'm hope so. Makima lost, I assume.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes me happy.
of course it does.
I want you to realize I do not like Makima.
I noticed.
Like I don't hate her as much as I hate Yang with Cinder, but I don't like Makima. I don't think there's anyone I hate more than Yang and Cinder.
Oh, I
Right?
thought Makima came close.
Oh, not even. I think the closest character to how much I hate Yang and Cinder is, and it's not even the fact that they're characters; it's actual people. Rooster Teeth.
Hmm.
So I just dislike Rooster Teeth as a whole. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like I think the closest characters, like the closest character, like the character that's the closest is maybe Korra. And that's just I despise like season 2 Korra really. Like
Everyone does.
yeah, fair enough. I mean, I can't think of one person who likes season 2 Korra.
Except Korra hater. Korra
Korra
hardcore
stan.
Korra haters.
I mean, Korra stands.
No, the hardcore Korra haters because it just proves them right.
Fair enough.
and
You know, those pricks who always have to be right about everything.
Oh, so internet wrestling fans.
Sure. Not the connection I was making, but sure.
I'm saying that as someone who just had to deal with the IWC today, so I know that those 3 letters don't mean anything like that to you guys, but the IWC is the internet wrestling community, and Jesus Christ, when you disagree with anything they say, they're a pain in the ass. Like they're
Is
not as bad as the
SMT
Rusev.
is SMT involved in that fandom or anything?
Not as far as I'm aware.
I ask because you're constantly feuding with him over wrestling opinions.
SMT and I feud over which company we watch, not really just differing opinions on those companies. There's like SMT argue over like WWE shit, oh AEW is not so good, not perfect. You know, that's what we argue about. Okay, whatever.
Oh, all right.
Are you telling me that because I'm cursing? Some of our friends. Okay.
It's not the
Not
first
like
time we've talked about our friends on your streams.
you're worried that you're worried that they'll watch this stream.
it's fine. They probably know what.
I mean, to be fair, and it is a thing of this. I've told SMT this before. SMT knows that I have issues with him on occasion about this, so SMT already knows about that. Like SMT and I have discussed our issues before.
Mhm.
So it's very much a case of like, well, we disagree on a lot of things. We the two of us at the very least can be civil about our disagreements. The same cannot be said for most of the IWC or the Ruby fandom. Sorry, Spider. You're about to have a lot of Ruby fans join your streams now to shit on me.
How many new viewers have you gotten? It's been a while since I've watched any of your streams.
I mean, he can. I mean, consistently, he's getting like 20 to 30 people every stream afterwards.
That's nice. Nice.
So he's got at least a small crowd already.
Smart.
So you can. Oh, actually, no. I was gonna say you can debate people into your stream, but no, that's not what you're doing. I know. You don't really have time to clickbait people.
Unless you're really desperate.
Unless you're really desperate. Right?
Yeah.
I think that got the biggest laugh out of us of the night. I'm coming up. I'm finally getting out of this hole. Oh, good, it's raining. Why is it wet when I get out of the hole? What, Frost?
You know what?
I know full well what, yes. Okay, well, now I need to start heading back home. Which means I need to go this way. See, like when I shit on like a community or something like that, it's not because I hate that community. This is the Ruby community. It's more because it's just like I had an argument with someone in the community, and people backed them up because apparently it's fun to shit on the thing I like. Yes, I'm still talking about wrestling because they're the big company.
Right.
Because like I'm a fan of the Fed, or WWE, the Fed, as some people have called it, because it used to be World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, I
Like-
remember that.
Yeah, so like I'm a fan of the Fed. I've watched the Fed since I was a kid, right?
Mhm.
So for some reason, people think it's fun and great and amazing when you shit on the Fed just because they're the biggest company in the world. You know, the biggest wrestling company in the world right now. Like, dude, they earned that. Yeah, they had a couple of shit years, maybe a shit decade or two. But let's be honest, they
hasn't?
earned the right to have a shit decade or two. After 60 years of being on top of this industry, they've earned the right to have, a decade or two of like, not so great stuff. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's not as good as the Attitude Era." It's like, dude, the Attitude Era, while ratings were great, that's not how television works anymore, unfortunately. Because like everyone talks about like, oh, the Attitude Era had like 9 point whatever ratings, like that was what the TV ratings were at the time, right?
Mhm.
And now it's like 1 to 2 points, for the ratings. And it's like, first of all, ratings don't fucking matter anymore. A lot of people just watch stuff after the fact by recording it because they're watching other shit. So ratings don't matter, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
It's about the product that they're actually putting on TV every week. And yes, I will admit, sometimes the product isn't that good. Fair enough.
Mhm.
But also, fans don't care as much anymore. That's the other big issue. Like, if anyone's to blame for the product not being as cool as it was, like, almost 30 years ago, it's the fans' fault. because you're not reacting as much anymore. You're sitting in the crowd on your phone typing, "This show sucks. I hate being at this show." While you're sitting in the crowd making the show worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all sports have been on a downtrend, downwards trajectory for the last like several years. There's people in the crowd.
I've just never been into sports in general, but yeah, I can get that.
There's like NFL, for example. Like the NFL, ratings wise, has been going down steadily for the last like 15 years. It's not it's not going down as badly as say the Fed has been WWE has been going down in terms of ratings, considering they were at their lowest possible ratings consistently until last year. But like the NFL's steadily been going down in terms of ratings every year because less and less new people are coming in to watch it to replace those that aren't watching anymore consistently. And people aren't watching it on TV anymore. They're watching it on Peacock or they're watching it on Amazon or whatever.
Right.
They're not watching it on, regular TV anymore because who would buy regular TV unless you need to? Hell,
Right.
I need to. But like, so it's like when people talk about ratings and shit, I'm like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Spider. Finally sleeping. Oh no, it's just day. Okay. Still raining, damn it. I hear you humming. What you
I
humming?
know you do. Singing in the rain.
Fair enough. Okay.
So did you hear? Oh wait, I did tell you about it, right?
What?
The car smoking.
You spoke about it. I didn't see the whole thing.
Well, we might have figured out what was the problem.
And it was?
The car heater.
The heater overheated?
The blower, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, is it the case that you needed to replace your coolant?
No, it's the blower that's fucked.
So you need to take your car in, but you don't have the money to, I assume?
Yeah.
No, that's what I thought. Okay. Damn.
Mom's gonna see if she can drive it without the heat on and see if it still works.
Not safe, but you have no
I know
option. I can't really
Yeah, I know it's not safe. But we don't really have much
have much
other
of an
choice.
option. Yeah.
Especially if we ever want to get that bathroom working.
Mm-hmm. So I would assume this is how you make a blast furnace? How do you make a blast furnace? I need smooth stone. God me. I can get it soon. I just need to wait for all my iron to smelt. So while I'm waiting on that,
You're gonna shit on more fan bases.
I'm gonna farm and shit on more fan bases. I'm gonna shit on fan bases while farming.
You're one hell of a multitasker.
Oh, that comes with ADHD. That's straight up ADHD, honestly. Movie fan base. No, I shit on them way too much already. Not that they
Yeah.
don't, they do.
Yeah.
If there's any fan base you shit on more, it's the Ruby fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, they earn it constantly.
Yeah.
To be fair, they're also supporting just a shitty company, so. case. Like, I could focus on specific portions of the movie fan base, but like we all know which portion I'd go after first because I always go for their fucking throat.
The bu-
Oh, you want to show on the Minecraft fan base? Go for it. Have fun. Oh, the mob vote thing still? Is that still going on? Upset with how it went down? How much you want to bet most of those people who are acting like that are fucking like teenagers?
or have never actually played the game.
Right. Like legitimately speaking, I'm willing to bet that the majority of those people were just like kids who don't know anything about development. Also, that fucking company that decided to just like do 3 different mobs as like a fucking like gotcha thing, like fucking that was stupid. What was it, like Alpha GX or something that made like 3 mobs and put it into Minecraft? I mean, they made it as a joke, but there were people who took it seriously
Of course they did.
because they took that and were like, "Oh, this just proves how lazy fucking like Microsoft is." Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's so dumb. It it's also a case of, let's be honest, these people are already probably overworked fixing other issues.
Mm-hmm.
They're just saying like, "Oh, you could have done this easily." It's like, no, these people are already working hard on other shit that they need to fix. So, oh, good, stopped raining. Thank fuck. Alright. How do I get smooth stone? That is my next question.
You gonna Google that?
No. No, no, yeah, no. You just get cobblestone and put it back in the furnace. What do
Did
you
you
need to do?
look it up?
No, I literally just was like, if I just said like put the cobblestone in the furnace again, I was like, okay, let me try that real quickly. See if that does anything.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a second blast furnace. I have one, but I'm making a second. There you go. So like I already have one blast furnace, but I want a second. Yeah, and I have a second blast furnace.
You know, with how a lot of indie shows are blowing up, or how well do you think Phantom Shell will do?
Honestly, I hope it does. I really hope it does well.
Yeah,
My current prediction is that it'll get small traction, but it'll need definitely to like more episodes before it really starts to kick off with audiences.
yeah,
But for right now, I think it's at the very least get something. Like it'll get
yeah.
some people, just at least.
Like how Glitch started with Meta Runners,
Yeah.
and then they got more traction with Murder Drones, and
I still need to finish
so much more, and so much more fucking traction with the Digital Circus.
Oh yeah, Digital Circus really blew up. Honestly speaking, I would love to do it just like
Digital Circus.
like I have my original toys, and I've talked about my original toys before. Like they're very much comic and superhero inspired. I would
Mhm.
love to turn those into like animated series
Yeah,
because like they would work much better as like comics or animated series than as books. What
right.
time is it? Oh, what time is it? Oh shit! This is the end of what? Okay, that's over. Sorry. I have wrestling on, so I'm just trying to figure out like, oh, is the show ending right now? It's about to.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
I have a couple of small ideas too.
My thing is, I don't want to be the lone writer. Like, I would rather be like a series director as opposed to the main writer.
That's fair.
Like, if you know the difference, you know the difference.
I think so. Yeah.
Because the series director's job is basically to overview the series and keep it on track.
Mm-hmm.
And the so like basically like I think Ruby would benefit from having Miles and Carrie become the series directors instead of just straight up writers.
I think that's the direction they're going, isn't it?
I mean, that's more or less what it looks like they're headed down. Yeah. It very much looks like that's the direction they're going, considering the fact that they're writing much less nowadays.
Yeah.
Because like volume 9, I think either Miles or Carrie, I think it was Carrie, only wrote and directed only one episode.
I think it was Carrie.
Yeah, I think it was Carrie too. And then we know Miles has already said he's backing off from the writing of it slowly. Like we know Miles has already said he's backing off the writing slowly. Like I've said this, like if I was in charge of Rooster Teeth and Ruby, honestly speaking, I'd put Miles and Carrie as series directors. Like they'd be in charge of making sure the show's consistent with itself, which they've struggled with in the past. So I'd hire another series director, basically as like a person
A
above them,
backup.
basically a backup whose job it is to watch the show and go through with everyone on the writing and directing team. That's to, like make sure things are consistent.
God, that'd be a fun job.
Oh, it'd be a very fun job. Like basically someone who's above Miles and Carrie, basically telling them either yes, this idea is good, no, this idea is bad because of this thing that happened already. And then
I
I'd
get
hire
to
maybe
watch
two,
watching the show and getting to tell the other people what to do and get paid for it sounds like a dream.
oh, absolutely. I would also say to hire like 3 new writers because, and I'm glad we've now had 3 volumes with the 2 new writers because you can definitely start seeing what they're good at and what they're bad at.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've gotten to see what they can do over the course of like 3 volumes.
Yeah.
Because like I forgot her name, the girl one. She's really good at writing like big multiple character interactions, but she's not so great at writing character drama.
Mm.
Whereas the new guy, whereas the other guy, he's great at writing character drama, and he's great at comedy, but he's not so good at character interactions.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at drama, but he's not good at interactions. Whereas the new girl is great at interactions, not so good at comedy. Like they're good mixes with each other, but there's still some things that they could use help with by more writers.
Right.
So like,
Speaking of writers, hey Lindsay.
hi Lindsay.
Yo, what you talking about?
Oh, we're just shitting on fan bases.
Which fan base in particular?
Right now, Ruby.
Hmm.
We changed the topic.
we jump topics. You know me. You know me well enough to know what I do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Hang
So-
on a sec.
So next Monday, my D&D group might die again, or literally, I might die as well. Low health right now, and we just pissed off a very powerful person who is
And
within about 120 feet of us. And the problem is, he's got a 50-foot movement speed.
Oh, you're a fool.
And
You're a foolish fool.
here's the thing. The whole Star, I think I remember telling you about this guy. This is the character that I told you was based, that my DM based off of level 20 Grog from
Oh, God.
Vox Machina. Yes, that the
You're
giant
stupid.
in-
You're not
in
just fools. You're
the-
stupid.
Leonin Berserker Barbarian with a freaking axe that deals 2d12 damage at base without crits.
You're not just foolish. You're stupid.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We were smart enough to not, because the whole thing is our current quest is to stop him from becoming the ruler of this world's equivalent of Mongolia. Because here's the thing.
It's not that big.
Well, in this one, it takes up. Well, in this one, it takes up about a quarter of a continent.
Oh, so it's Russia.
Yes, it is literally the size of Russia. And here's the thing. The king we
What's
live in
happening?
we come here's the thing. We work for the kingdom that's south of it. It's directly south. And this guy becomes the ruler, he will literally just do what Mongolia did to China.
So basically, he's on a quest to stop Russia from conquering China.
Basically. No, basically imagine if Russia was conquered by Mongolia first, and then it moved on to China.
There you go.
Basically that. Here's the thing though. And here's why it'd be bad for him to go after the country southwest. Because here's the funny thing. None of our group necessarily care about living in that country. We go live somewhere else. Like my character, he's a Goliath. He lives in the Elder Mountains, which is between the two countries. It's a buffer.
Poison
It's a buffer.
potato.
Poison potato. Nice. So he doesn't care. What we do care about is one, the overwhelming loss of innocent life, and two, the fact that this giant Leonin cunt, or as my other teammates call him, the giant pussy,
I need a poison potato away from the rest of the potatoes. Poison potato.
they see he works for. Well, I didn't.
You screamed?
I didn't even hear you scream.
I didn't even hear it.
Nobody will hear you scream, Spider.
Yeah, I heard that.
Your mic ultra peaked. We didn't hear.
I didn't hear anything.
Nothing. My guy, you were sound. Your voice, your mic was sound as the grave that you were going to be placed in.
Anyway,
So basically, this guy works for an evil god. It's basically an eldritch horror.
oh good, you're fighting more
Do it.
Eldritch Horrors.
Yeah, no. So that's why we have. That's another reason why we have to stop this freaking Leonin from becoming
That's
king of
fine.
fantasy Mongolia.
I accidentally left because speaking of my mic, I had to double check with OBS to see if it was on my mic.
Yeah.
So that's what the reason he has a chance to become king is because the old leader called the Calaman died, and so this guy, Mandalore, that's the name of this particular about to probably be killed by. He's one of 4 contestants to become the new leader, the new Calaman.
Mhm.
And the whole point, they test because it's a different test each time each time a Calaman dies. The challenge that each one has to complete. This one was a hunt. All 4 chiefs had a different creature to hunt and get back to. Mandalore's was just kill an alpha werewolf. It was the easiest thing ever, and it was the closest one to the capital. So he could get it done, and he could literally, within about 2 weeks, he'd be able to finish the hunt and get back. And we killed the alpha werewolf. And now, granted, me and our wizard were downed, but that's because this werewolf had 4 werewolves alongside it. Without the 4 werewolves, we'd have bodied the damn thing without anybody getting down. So if we killed it that easy, he would have done it in about 2 turns.
You talking about D&D?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Speaking of
Alright.
D&D.
Wait,
Lindsay,
wait. What?
when's the Naruto D&D?
Never.
Never.
Tell you what,
You're
Nope, we
never gonna finish that campaign.
I never started.
That's what I said. You're never gonna finish coming up with your idea for that campaign.
Probably. No, I'll finish it when I finish this current. When I'll start on it. I'll start on it when I finish my current chapter of Star Wars, which will be about 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wonderful.
Anyway, back to my
A 3-year
So,
Star Wars D&D campaign.
no,
Oh, no,
as
no,
in
no, no.
when I finish my current chapter,
He's
for the
talking
Star
about
Wars
his chapter for his book.
Oh,
which is
okay.
currently running at about 7 months for how long it takes to write, and it's
Yeah.
not finished yet. So
Yeah, no, because
Come
like
on.
here's the thing. Lindsay takes forever to write, whereas I take no time at all to write shit.
Mm-hmm.
he's Stephen King. I'm George Martin.
That is
Lit-
is what we basically agreed. Yeah.
This man writes about 3 to 4 chapters a month. I write one chapter every 3 to 4 years.
Well, to be fair, if we're talking fanfics, it's much easier to write a fanfic than it is an actual like book.
Yes,
Because
but the point,
fanfics
the
are
comparison
more-
still stands.
No, because like, well, yes, yours are also still technically fanfic. It's more of a case of your fanfics are original to to a far greater extent than my fanfics are.
Yeah,
I mean-
and yeah, and in fairness, most of Stephen King's stories are more short stories.
Yeah,
So-
like to be fair, my books, like all of them are, well, up until recently, well, like 60, 70 chapters. So
Still though.
Jesus.
now that I've merged, because like what it is that I'm merging chapters to make them longer. So I'm technically artificially lengthening chapters. So I merge like 2 to 3 chapters sometimes. So a chapter's now
Yeah.
like 4, 5, 6K words, but it's because it's made up of multiple 2,000 words.
Yeah, but also keep in mind though, you still have more chapters than I'm capable of writing.
I mean,
True, well, yes, yours is a bit easier. You're still doing it. I'd still say at least 2 to 3 of yours equal one of mine, and even then, you still put out yours faster than I put out mine.
Yeah.
Again, Stephen King versus George R. R. Martin.
Yeah, but
You-
the other fact is that I'm following the plot of these stories, so I very much can just
Yeah, well,
watch an
again, that's why I
episode,
say
write the
yours-
script to that episode.
Yeah, but still, That's why I say yours, like roughly 2 to 3 of yours, because of that, is equivalent to one of mine.
Yeah.
But even then, you're still faster.
I'm still much faster.
Yes.
And I thought being faster wasn't a good thing.
It's
That's
good in
only
this
in
sis-
bed.
It's good in yeah. That's only in bed. In this situation, it's better to be faster.
Because being faster means you get your stuff out faster, which means you're basically getting Well,
More views per month, more views per week, and stuff like that.
Yep. Same thing as like being a YouTuber. You want to it's better to put out your content faster. As long as you maintain a decent quality.
Mhm.
Because if you're putting out shit quality, then what's the point of like how much you're putting out?
Tell that to YouTube themselves.
I've been trying to.
That's what everybody's been trying to. Just YouTube doesn't listen. Like most rich people.
Well, when you're rich, why listen to the fucking plebs?
Why listen to the people who give you their money?
Yeah.
The people who are giving you their money don't actually care about that. Let's be honest.
It's kind of like why is it? It's like why Hollywood doesn't listen to its writers, and why
Oh.
the strike's still going on.
No. The writer's strike is going on only because the actor's strike is still happening.
Ah,
Yep.
The writers already came to a new deal. They're just waiting for the actor's strike to finish up now.
Hmm.
They're literally just waiting for the actors to also get there.
oh, so wow, I'm surprised Hollywood actually listened.
I mean, to be fair, considering the amount of
But it-
money Hollywood is losing for this strike,
So they finally lost enough money for them to realize, okay, our pride isn't worth that much.
basically,
Wow,
it's a case of they
That's
lost
impressive.
way too much money.
I think I found a mine shaft.
that's impressive. That is like genuinely impressive.
Yep, found
Because
one.
they realize, it's a case of they realize that if they kept doing this, it would be a case of they would lose more money than it'd be worth to fire everyone and just hire new ones.
Oh, I wonder what happened to do it until they're all out of a job. You know?
Anyone's gonna risk that.
I thought evil corporations were supposed to be smart and never admit their evil plans.
When you actually expected them to be smart.
Mm, no, but you'd think.
I have extra dirt. That's right. Do you need
Evil
dirt?
means doesn't always
I
mean
don't think I have dirt.
I said,
You
do you
know-
need?
Do I need dirt? No.
Okay, because I have 4.5 stacks of dirt.
So back to my D&D thing. We decided we're not gonna fight the freaking powerful ass Leonin barbarian who if he crit on us, he would literally one tap at least 2 of our players. Our druid and our wizard specifically.
Well, yeah, because of course they can one tap the druid and the wizard. It's the
Like,
druid and
the
the
only reason
wizard.
the only reason he wouldn't necessarily one tap our druid is if she was wild shaped. In which case it would take 2 shots.
Still, it's the druid and the wizard.
Yeah, I know. So yeah. And even my barbarian would be killed in about 4 shots. Mind you, he's a Goliath totem warrior. So even he's gonna be taken down in about 2 to 3 turns. That's when we decide, you know what, we're not gonna risk that. We're going to be smart, and instead of fighting him directly, we're just going to kill Seal. Because here's the thing, he has to not only kill the Alpha Wolf, he has to bring a part of its body back, or the whole body, or the head, or whatever. He has to show proof that he killed it.
I need a hoe. Spider, come here.
And he has to go
I
back.
am underground right now, so that's gonna take a while.
And not only does he have to bring proof back, but he has to bring that proof back before one of the other contestants manages to do it. So what we did was we killed the wolf, and
That
we
one is for you.
so what we did was basically we killed the werewolf and destroyed its body, so he can't show proof. Problem is, right after we destroyed the body, one of its other mini werewolves that we didn't end up finding got thrown at our feet from about 100 feet away. In the middle of the woods, we just hear him screaming. So he's like maybe 120 feet away from us, about to charge us down. So-
Dumb.
Yeah, and here's the thing: he knows my character, our warlock, and our druid, because he's met them face to face. He
Of
doesn't know
course.
he doesn't know our 2 newest members, our wizard and our paladin. But even so, yeah.
We're fucked.
Well, here's the thing: we didn't know he was in the area because we didn't see him. We have an airship, and we specifically scouted, and there was no sign of him.
So is that
Because
the
he-
thing that you guys are sharing?
What?
The here's the thing.
Honestly, I didn't know he had picked that up for me.
Wait, who?
You.
Me? Oh, I didn't even realize.
Because my catchphrase for the longest time has been, here's the thing.
And he's been saying it a lot this entire conversation.
Oh, I didn't even notice I was doing it. Didn't even notice. Dang, I'm turning into a mini star. Oh no.
Oh, what's the problem with being a mini star?
I'm sorry. Have you seen your hair?
Oh, fuck you.
Jesus.
My guy. Okay, my guy. It's either that, or it's either I take a shot at your hair or your sexuality. I'm not doing the sexuality.
I mean, to be fair, if you took a shot at my sexuality, you would literally be taking a shot at Spider too.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not taking both of you.
You're not risking collateral damage.
No, because I don't need. No, because you're enough to kill me already. I don't need him. I don't need freaking. I don't need Spider making it worse.
Travel? No.
So yeah.
Also, yeah, no, that I need a hoe, Spider come here thing was specifically to get Foster off.
I need.
Better didn't even
Cool.
notice.
Oh, that's what you said?
Oh,
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
I couldn't really hear you over the talking.
Oh,
Oh, I can still get. Oh, I got a golden apple. Sweet.
Get a golden
Nice.
fucking apple? Where'd you get a golden fucking apple from?
I told you, I found a mine shaft.
Oh shit. Good on you. Where you at?
Underground. I think I should tell you where exactly I am. Don't worry, I'll come back.
I was just saying,
Yeah,
give me
so-
coordinates so I could find it later.
yeah. So basically, the next session. So the session ended with him, with him about to charge us down through the tree from behind the trees, and right after throwing up the body of a dead werewolf at our feet. So our next session is going to be us trying to book it back to our flying airship to try and get away. Unless we somehow unless we decide to unless we manage to somehow polymorph him into a snail. Because we do have polymorph prepared, which is a great thing. Problem is we only
You have an airship in your D&D campaign?
yes, an
That's a thing.
artificer basically made a prototype airship. It runs off magic. Basically, you put in a level of spell slot, and it powers it. And depending on the level, that determines the distance or the speed.
That sounds like you're being just a magical Wright brother.
Basically, yes, that's what our artificer was. That's what the artificer was. It's an NPC that doesn't come with us on quests.
Fair enough.
We do have to go back to her every now and then if our ship takes damage, because none of us know how to fix the damn thing. Because it's
One
the
of you
only ship
probably
in the
learned
world.
that.
Well, the thing is, none of us are an artificer. And here's the thing: thing is, that ship is the only one like it in the world.
So like the Millennium Falcon.
Well, I mean,
Even more rare.
Hmm.
So the Sun Crusher from Star Wars Legends.
yeah, because like the Millennium Falcon, well, yeah, it's unique in a sense. Technically speaking, the ship, the design of the ship,
Is old.
and not only is it old, but it's a big like manufactured. type of
It
ship.
was a highly popular mass-produced ship.
Yeah, it was a mass-produced ship at one point in the galaxy. It's just the Falcon at the time when we see it is, how do I put it?
The most well-known.
Not
because of
only
how-
that,
It's also the most heavily modified ship in the galaxy.
Exactly.
The damn thing. Matter of fact, the reason it keeps breaking down in the second movie
because
is
it's modified.
because how basically its reactor can't power everything at once. So if you try to use its hyperdrive, there's about a 50-50 chance of it breaking down.
Yeah.
Like literally, you can. And the funny thing is, and this is even mentioned in our book, because of not only that, but Khan also specifically wired the whole ship to itself. Everything's so cross-wired that it's one of the reasons it breaks down so much because you need so much energy to everything. Funny thing is, though, there's an upside to that. The damn thing could take a direct hit from, say, the ion cannon from the Malevolence, and still function because of how much wiring is in it.
Yeah.
It's so cross-wired. You could take a direct hit from an ion cannon and be perfectly functioning.
Yep. Okay.
The downside is it shuts down constantly.
Oh, I have something I want to talk to Faust about because I didn't get your opinion on it.
What's that?
The slew of ideas I had last night
Oh dear God.
in the Ruby room.
So you're making your character Ironwood's kid?
I'm making one of my key villains as well as my main character, Ironwood's kid. Yes.
He seems more like the focused on his work type of guy, you know?
Oh yeah, I agree. But the idea there is that their mother is the Winter Maiden.
Ah,
Hmm.
You know, Freya. You know, the Winter Maiden before Penny.
mm-hmm.
So that would explain why Ironwood would have been willing to let it happen, more or less. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the reason, like it's not a case of he wanted to have kids; it's a case of for the betterment of Atlas.
Okay.
He never really viewed his two kids as his kids.
Fools.
They were, yeah, exactly. It's to give that hint that Ironwood isn't a good guy. Like he's not a hero by any means, but he's not the villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's to make his quote villain turn later in season 8 make more sense. It's to plant the seed that he's not a hero per se. He's just by coincidence and circumstance on the good guy's side.
Okay.
Like he was never a good guy. You know what I mean?
Sure, I guess that can work.
Another example would be what's his name? Ozpin. He's he is an ally to the main characters, but he's not a good person by any means. The guy literally takes people's bodies over.
That's what
And he
Rooster Teeth
races the
wants
person
you
out.
to think.
They're
That's what we-
constantly trying that but failing.
Exactly.
Why?
Because they never have him do anything actually morally evil other than lies of omission.
Hmm.
Literally, the worst thing he's done in the show, the worst thing he's done is give Raven and Crow the ability to turn into birds. Which
And
is
they can change back
exclusively
whenever they want.
Exactly.
Hmm.
It's exclusively beneficial.
Hmm.
Like, it's not really a bad thing he did to them.
If the show tries to make it out like it is.
Did he give it to them without them asking?
No. They gave full consent.
I feel like they should have really made that.
Crow even said we chose this.
Yeah.
Okay, if they wanted to make him evil, why don't they just make it so that anytime he has a new host body, that host person will cease to exist whether they like it or not.
Oh no, that is probably the most evil thing. But even then, that's not by his choice. He didn't know that was to be
Yeah.
agreed to.
I feel like it would make more sense if they wanted to make him evil. Just have it be that yes, he knows full well that's the case, but he can choose who it will be.
That
So he
would make more
put-
sense. But then
but
why
he
would
put-
he be an Oscar?
I don't know, maybe because that person's the easiest to manipulate into thinking I need to do this for the betterment of others.
John.
Yes, in that case, that brings up someone else. But you see my point.
There are
How is it
a lot
I
of issues
came
with
up with
the
a better? How is it I someone came up with a better way of making us look evil than Rooster Teeth did?
Oh,
because Miles and Carrie aren't good writers.
They are when it comes to comedy shows.
Comedy shows, but when they actually get a serious show, no, they fucking suck. And I know that's gonna piss off the Ruby fan base. They've had a decade to get better, and let's be honest, they're barely any better. And I use barely nicely.
Mm-hmm. Streaming issues, Spider?
need ladders.
You need ladders.
I'm kind of
You need-
stuck.
Do you also need tables and chairs?
Oh, I fuck it. I'll break my way out.
Is that some sort of reference I don't get?
It's a wrestling reference. Don't worry. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my.
Oh, I get it now.
Yes. TLC. TLC.
I'll be honest. The only reason I ever watched Rooster Teeth was solely because of Red vs. Blue.
Fair enough. If I can find a TLC match on YouTube, I would actually play it because honestly, those matches are always fun.
Miles was good as Felix.
Hmm.
Even if it just feels like he's playing himself sometimes.
Isn't that every role he takes?
Yeah, but he plays like this, evil version of him.
So him, if he was an ass. Or is that just
him?
So it is just him then. Not even evil, but it's just him.
Just him.
If he was a competent assassin.
Ah, fair enough.
I have a new land bridge.
Nice. You are now Kyogre because you did exactly what Kyogre does in Pokemon.
What? Use lava to build a land bridge from my lake house to the mountains?
I mean, basically, it's kind of what he does. It's not all he ever accomplishes.
Fair enough.
Oh. Oh, you got sugarcane?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a little bit, not much. Why?
I need some
For what?
to make the electron thing that is part for my house.
Well, what about actually? Hold on. I think there's some sugar cane.
Because I think you could just give me some, and then I could just plant a little water square thing, and I could just grow it.
Let me plant some so I can grow some of my own. and then I'll give you what I have left.
Who the hell is outside? Who the hell is out in the alley throwing stuff in a metal trash can right now?
I only have 4, so I'm planting 2. So come over here to get your to get your 2.
Give me 1 sec. I'm pulling some stuff up.
I'm still remembering the ending of the Chorus trilogy.
That was a good ending.
It was.
I'm waiting for the
Bill?
end.
And then we had to get more seasons.
No, okay, look, I wasn't mad to see. I wasn't mad for the next one, honestly. I didn't hate it. With the reds, with the blues and reds, I didn't hate it. It wasn't bad because we actually got to see what happened. And honestly, it makes sense that the reds and blues were like, "Hey, we're done fighting. We keep doing this constantly. We want to be able to have fun and retire."
Okay.
And it also brings up the fact that, oh, what happened to all the other simulation soldiers and all the other freelancers? And honestly, yeah, I was fine with it. I just
True,
wish they
but-
didn't. I just wish they didn't kind of go with the whole time traveling shenanigans route, which led to everything after that.
Especially Zero.
Yes,
If you
I
could
never
take
watched
company,
Zero.
what company would it be?
Did you
What?
take what?
If you could take control of one company, what company would it be?
God, that's a lot of companies I'd want to take over.
Hmm.
Okay, wait. Would we have the ability to then take control of other companies afterwards?
You'd have to buy those other companies.
Okay, currently what is the biggest company in the world that I can use to then buy a bunch of all the other companies I want?
Disney?
Disney.
Amazon or Disney?
And
Hmm.
Apple, apparently.
Without pissing off people with a monopoly.
None.
None.
Damn. Okay, so let's see. Which politicians are we need to buy off in order to be able to get? The
Oh, never mind. I
companies
got my
we
own sugar cane.
All of them.
You motherfucker.
want? Just buy. I'm just gonna have to buy off the planet.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
what
let's see. What,
Disney's doing.
More or less,
yeah.
yeah.
And somehow still failing.
Yeah.
You own everything and you still fail.
I mean, to be fair, Mickey is going to be the original version of Mickey is going to be
Steamboat Willie Mickey is going to be public domain soon.
next year, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a shit show.
He would have been public domain 20 years ago if Disney didn't buy out Congress.
To be fair, Disney legitimately tried to pay Congress money to make it Infinity -1.
Oh, fuck off.
How in the
Big
world would that
squad.
work?
They legitimately speaking, Disney's lawyers actually tried to make the copyright on Steamboat Willie Infinity -1.
They can fuck right off.
You wanna know when they did that?
When?
When
2008.
Hmm.
It's so funny. So I stare out this window and let Spider do what he needs to do. Because honestly speaking, I'm not really in a Minecraft thing right now.
I mean, we can still go to the mine shaft that I found.
You never gave me coordinates for one, and two. I want to talk. I want to talk with the others. That I'm not streaming to YouTube, so it doesn't really matter for me.
I mean, we could just go there. I know where it's
You
at.
can. Fair enough.
Just come by my house while I just sort some stuff out.
But like, part of the reason why I wanted to do Ray Ironwood as a concept is because of Volume 9.
Of course it is.
I've actually something I've actually considered doing. Oh god,
What?
why did I just hear a phone?
That was mine.
Gave me freaking Jurassic Park 3 flashbacks.
It shouldn't. It was Teen Titans.
I don't care. Anytime I hear a phone ringing, I get Jurassic Park 3 flashbacks. Doesn't matter what the ringtone is.
Alan.
Alan. The weirdest part of that damn movie.
That movie. Fuck that movie so much.
Look, I
Hate that movie.
Three?
didn't hate most of it. I just hated.
Jurassic Park 3, yes. Jurassic Park 3 is
Yeah.
the worst Jurassic Park movie.
It is. Like objectively it is. Especially because you can immediately tell of all three movies, it was the least cohesive.
I mean,
Because there
even
was
if
a
you
lot of
count
stuff.
Jurassic World, even if you got Jurassic World, it is definitely lower than I would say the first Jurassic World movie at the very least. I haven't
the
watched the
First
other one.
Jurassic World is good. The first one is great. It's equal in my mind to at least the first to at least the Lost World, if not Jurassic Park itself.
Yeah.
Like it is great. It's just and it also, in my opinion, it gave me this it has the right mix of nostalgia with being its own thing.
Though it did start that trend of reviving dead properties.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
In fairness, it would have that trend would have started regardless.
That's true.
Let's be honest here. The Disney Star Wars was going to start it off either way, otherwise. So,
Yeah.
and Force Awakens, as much as I hated it when it came out, I've grown to like it a bit better. The Force
Here's the thing.
Awakens.
I liked Force Awakens when it came out. Yes, I
So
recognize
did
Force
I.
Awakens. Force Awakens, yeah. Even immediately when the movie came out, I was like, oh, this is just a remake of A New Hope.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
still a competent movie that set up a good trilogy. It's just
was-
a shame the Last Jedi happened.
And then Rise of Skywalker, which
But
I
I have issues with Rise of Skywalker. I have many issues
Oh!
with Rise of Skywalker. I do not despise that movie as much as I do Last Jedi.
in my mind, well, here's the thing: Rise of Skywalker at its best is better than Last Jedi at its best. It's just that at its for me at its worst, Rise of Skywalker
God
is
damn it!
worse. But
Yeah, no,
at least it
that's
has
fair.
better points. It has better
Mhm.
points, worse points at the same time. It fluctuates. Last Jedi is just consistently bad.
Here's the thing: Last Jedi is consistently bad, whereas Rise of Skywalker gives you moments of good, but also it is literally an entire movie saying, "Ignore the Last Jedi, Last Jedi, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen."
Yeah,
Like there are many points in that movie where it's literally just J.J.
I
Abrams saying, "Last Jedi, fuck Ryan Johnson." There are many points in that movie.
like okay, this-
Especially
there
with Luke saying he should treat the lightsaber with respect.
Yep.
Fuck all that. Disrespect the
I'll be
lightsaber.
honest. There are exactly 3 scenes that I generally enjoyed. 2 of them were when Lando showed up, both when he showed up with the fleet and when we first get to see him again. Because let's be honest,
Wait,
that's
Lando.
most people's favorite.
hold on. The fleet?
Yeah, when he showed
at
up
the end
with
of
the
the
Disney.
You mean the
He showed
fleet
up
where
in
they
the-
just played the main Star Wars theme?
Yes, which
Yeah.
goes to show how bad the movie was overall. And the next one was where Palpatine then EMP'd the whole damn fleet.
Yeah, no fair.
And here's the
Mind
thing:
you,
most people hated Palpatine coming back. I didn't. You know why? Because at that point in time, even in especially after Force Awakens, I was like, you know what? I preach about Legends being better, so if they bring something out of Legends, I can't really complain unless I, even if especially unless I
here's the-
absolutely hated it. And Palpatine came back in Legends and was even stronger in Legends because he had a younger body and legitimately could
here's the
destroy
thing.
it
There's the
from
thing
a
there.
start.
There's the thing there is in Legends they give you a full in-depth explanation as to how he returns.
Yep.
They gave you a full in-depth explanation of how he returned, how he transferred his soul into a new body, and that he had clones of himself made that deteriorate much faster than his actual body did.
Because of how
They-
powerful he is.
Explanation.
Yeah.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
I mean, in my mind, it's pretty
I love-
obvious. No, he just cloned himself. I see no problem with it.
Yes, but it's a fact that that is the only explanation you get for Palpatine's return.
And the
'Cause
fact that
unless
he sounds so dead inside when he's delivering that line.
Yeah, I love Oscar Isaac, especially after Moon Knight. But Jesus Christ, that line just turned me away from him for a while there. Like it made me feel so bad for Oscar Isaac.
I
What
felt
made me feel
bad for
bad was when he
Finn's
had to.
actor.
Oh yeah, John Boyega. Oh, you
Yeah,
can tell he
that
was
was a
so
tragedy.
tired of this trilogy.
Yeah,
That was a
I
tragedy.
felt the worst for him.
John Boyega and Oscar Isaac, I felt so bad for them, as well as Kyla's actor, Driver, Adam Driver.
Adam
Driver? Yeah.
And Days.
Adam Driver
I feel bad for
is
Days
a
too.
once in a generation actor, and I felt so bad for him.
He's not.
because now his name's just going to be attached to this franchise, this
Same-
Well,
trilogy.
I feel
Same
bad
with,
for all the
Daisy. Same with Daisy.
Yeah,
I feel
Daisy
bad for
Ridley.
all the act and I feel bad for all the actors and actresses, especially the younger ones, because it's going to be so much harder for them to move past it.
Yeah, like, cause like think about what happened to like, cause Hayden's barely getting his flowers 20 years after the prequels.
Yeah,
Like Hayden Christensen was so shit on back in the 2000s and early 2010s. It took the sequels being so shit for people to give Hayden Christensen his flowers that he rightfully deserved after after Rise of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah,
and he was good in Revenge of the Sith. Okay, I can understand them not liking Attack of the Clones, but even then, that wasn't his fault.
that's just George Lucas can't fucking write romance.
No,
Hmm.
there was a reason that honestly, I'm surprised. Like, it was obvious he couldn't write romance when he decided to make Luke and Leia siblings.
Ugh.
We ignore that, Lindsay. We ignore that.
I can't ignore it because it's the biggest, most glaring point in my life.
I
Even
don't-
more so than the fact
I'm
that
not sure
Leia
if
and
George
Luke.
wrote that.
Them kissing?
No, them being siblings part. Wasn't that
Not
written by a different director?
That might
no,
have been.
that might have been. Though I think it was it. I don't think so. I
Well,
actually don't know.
Because it's a case of, especially with the OT, Lucas. While yes, he was the head writer, he also had directors there
Mm.
who were also adjusting things to make
All
the
right, so
movie better.
so maybe that wasn't, but I have no idea. I do know that that Han and Leia having quite the age gap. What I think was his idea.
But we don't talk about the age gap. We really don't want to talk about the age gap this time.
Yeah,
Yep.
even by Star Wars standards, it's a bit insane.
Think. Yeah, I'm all good. We can go.
I
What do you
also
mean we can go?
Well, I got what I need. We can end the stream now.
I mean, that's fine.
That's not what I fucking said at all.
You might as well have.
I meant that me and Ian could go to the mine chef because I'm all sorted out now.
Give me a second. Let me get some stuff. Let me fix some stuff up then.
Yeah, just meet me by my house.
You can't do anything on stream, and
Or without mods.
Oh, no.
Oh, wandering trailer.
if you're going to do
Trailer,
something on
trailer.
stream, then you have to switch it over to the OnlyFans.
Or the Fansly.
The fans.
Just trade his ass.
But I would love if we actually, if just this conversation gets spider back.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
We'll see.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Y'all not.
I'm not.
That's
I'm. Oh, I happily admit that I'm not. I needed that.
No, I'm
laugh.
okay. No, I'm okay.
Yeah, that laugh was needed after all the serious shit.
No, not even serious crap right now. The fact that I have midterms in about 2 days.
Oof. And then you're coming
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yep. No, here's the thing. Saturday will be how I decompress from the midterms.
Fair enough.
Oh, is that when the new FNAF movie's coming out? Or no?
Saturday,
Friday.
Saturday comes out. Yeah, the movie comes out Friday.
I
We're
see you.
watching it Saturday at my place.
Yep.
Oh,
Movie
cool.
comes out. Movie comes out Friday. We're watching it Saturday at my place. If it's
Yeah.
raining, then we won't go swimming, but doing some stuff just in case it's not raining.
Yep. Let's. Yeah.
You know,
And
Spider, you keep
I'm-
complaining about building stairs. Why haven't you built them?
Nah, you're
chop chop stair
complaining.
boy. Chop chop stair boy. Chop chop.
No, let's go
I
to the
didn't say
mine.
it.
Dear boy.
That's fucking wild.
What a whore.
Yes, leave Zen's hoisting alone.
Oh, those are Zens?
No,
No, they just stayed there.
I just say
Menacing
this.
Link.
I just say there's Zens because just fuck around with Zen since he's not here.
No, him just pops in.
Ouch.
About fucking time.
So I think something earlier I was gonna say is that because we were talking about Rooster Teeth, I
Oh!
wouldn't. Thing I've been thinking about doing
Yeah, be
eventually
careful!
is
Right here, I forgot my
Oh.
ladders!
Huh?
I forgot my
Dude.
ladders!
Oh shit! I'll be right back. I need to.
Okay,
check
okay,
my
okay,
shit.
okay, okay. Let me take this out. Let me take this out.
an idiot.
Alright, back up, back up, back up.
I have
You-
wood. Don't worry.
Okay, you can't show that on stream.
Not that wood, Lindsay.
Okay.
Come on, it was right
Yeah,
there.
Knee sticks. I thinking like how many ladders today? Fuck, wood drop.
Okay, that just reminded me of during this session because the way we were insulting the Mandalore was basically everyone kept calling him having some reference to a vagina in some way, shape, or form. And so if I ended up saying, "Dear Christ, if you guys keep talking like this, I'm gonna have to go to confession later."
Fair enough.
Uh, that was funny. It was funnier in session. You had to be there.
Need 6
Fair enough.
ladders.
I can get you 6.
Oh, I was building my house and decorating the inside. I forgot about the ladders.
Dumb. Here are your ladders. Where are
Just
you?
throw
Yep.
them over the edge.
I'm coming back.
Get over here.
I'm coming back.
Just for that, I'd throw them over the edge.
I thought about it. I have 36 fucking cherry logs.
Cherry.
Okay, now you can take it down.
Meow.
Meow.
Alright, this way.
Lead the way, Spider.
Yeah, so eventually I'm thinking about doing a River vs. Blue fanfic.
Really?
Yeah, because I have a character.
Are
I
you
just-
right with Zen on that one?
Oh, here it is.
Oh, he
What's
likes
this
River
I
vs.
hear-
Blue.
What's this I
He likes-
hear about a red versus blue story?
Lindsay?
I'm planning on
oh wait, this
writing
is
one.
not
I'm
it.
making one eventually.
Ah, there's some good shit here.
Hmm.
Because I have a character.
Oh, there.
You're not
Oh,
you're not planning on
Right.
doing a
part.
Carolina ship, are you?
No.
All right, cool.
Look, okay. People are gonna hate me, but honestly, Carolina's not my favorite.
That's fair.
One of my
How do I-
honestly,
oh, that's
in
how I got
terms of-
down.
you didn't realize you just dug straight down.
No, I made a hole because I found gold. I took it, and I'm wondering how did I get down. Fuck it, I jumped down.
I love the different philosophies you and I have.
Yeah.
You fall
Spy-
down a hole and take damage. I actively make my way down safely.
So what were you saying, Lindsay?
Honestly, I don't necessarily have a favorite freelancer, though. I suppose if I had to pick, it'd be between York and
York's a
and
good one.
yeah, York is a good one. North would be my third favorite, honestly. My second favorite, not Tex. Tex is, I'd say, fourth favorite.
Wait, North is the male twin, right?
Yes. North is the male, South is the female.
I forgot my sword.
Yeah,
I got
don't
one.
know, I'm trying to remember myself.
Besides, it's unpeaceful anyway.
No,
No,
I'm
it's fine.
talking about the cobwebs.
Oh yeah.
Who?
It's fine. I can just craft a new sword.
Actually, no. I mixed up. I got mixed up. York is my second favorite. My third favorite is Washington.
Yeah.
I say third because while I do like him, honestly, he to the right around the he kind of, especially after the Chorus trilogy, he really wasn't. He didn't get that good, and he mainly was best either during the Recovery short miniseries, the Recovery 1 miniseries, and just before and the last of the Freelancer saga, and the last season of the Freelancer saga.
Hmm.
I do actually like Meta, but he's again not my favorite.
Don't let Mark hear you say that.
Who?
Zuckerberg.
Oh.
Oh, there you are. I found it all down here. I found
I get it now.
this little part.
Uh,
I found a ravine.
nah.
Cool.
I do.
Well,
I
let's
did
go
like.
to a
Maine.
ravine.
Oh, that's a mob spawner back there.
Ooh.
I
Don't
actually
forget
came. I
to bring
come,
the torches.
I had come up with my own freelancer character.
Look at this shit.
Oh,
I
Much
missed
like-
it.
which state?
Oh, Montana.
Isn't there already a Montana?
Not that I saw. I actually looked it up when I made the name. No, Montana. Well, we know there's nothing known about them.
Robot.
Like
What?
Oh, we know there has to be one, but that we don't know anything about whether it's a male, female. We don't even see their body in later seasons. We see the bunch of dead freelancer bodies. So we know Montana existed, more than likely. But we have no idea about them. You'll probably as for the robot thing, no,
No,
not.
you were roboting.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
were
was-
roboting.
Oh, sorry. I guess my signal died.
No,
Eh.
You're fine. You're fine
Yeah, no.
now.
So, the character would be known as Agent Montana. He be the freelancer's main heavy weapons expert. So, rockets, Spartan laser, grenade launcher.
Rico. You don't
Really?
fucking get what I'm saying. then
What?
I
What?
you.
My response is going to be anytime I hear the name Rico, I immediately think Starship Troopers.
No, that's not the penguins.
Yeah, that
Fucking
was
knew
what I
it.
was
I'm like,
thinking.
wait, Rico? He just randomly shouted Rico.
No, it makes no. I gotcha. It's just that anytime I think Rico, I think Starship Troopers.
But you know why I said Rico, yeah.
Yes, I do because the guy literally eats rocket launcher missiles.
He eats anything.
I know. He's oh my god. Literally his stomach is a bag of holding.
Come on, Redstone.
Am I
Oh,
wrong,
that's,
Ian?
oh, that's red. Oh, that's the Fanon wiki.
What?
I tried to see if there was an Agent Montana.
Yeah. On the official wiki there isn't. We know the name would have been used, but we have no idea on who or what the Agent Montana would have been.
I don't know. They go to an
Yeah,
apple.
the name
We just-
does exist.
Yeah, the name exists, we just know nothing about the person who has it.
The only
We-
thing that we know is that their locker is next to Washington.
Exactly. That's it. We don't even know we don't know the gender, age,
down?
we don't even know if they live or die.
Ooh, no, I'm not going
So-
down there. Nope.
That's why I claim it.
It's a he.
Because yeah, oh, it is a male? Okay. Well, that
Well,
still
it's
fits
not
with
you.
mine then. That still fits with mine anyway.
Hmm.
Either way, mine still works.
I'm back here.
He's the heavy weapons
Alright,
expert of
where'd you go, Han?
freelancers.
Heavy weapons.
I'm back here.
Heavy weapons. Like I said, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, Spartan laser, that kind of thing.
So where are they on the leaderboard?
They
I
wouldn't
see
be
you.
on the main
I see your
leaderboard.
name. I'm coming your way.
Oh, so Carolina must be cool with them, right? Because she doesn't see them as a challenge.
Well, she sees him as certainly useful because basically it's if you need some explosive weapons or chain guns
Hey,
or whatever,
hey!
he's the guy you go to because he's great at it. He's in the top. He would be in the top 20 freelancers, but not the main group of freelancers on the
That's a dead
leaderboard.
end.
He'd be below. But he'd certainly be in the running just to get on it.
What, like 11?
He was when I say top 20, I'm not quite sure. I never came up with the idea because what I remember from the freelancers that we actually have seen in the
Going
main
up.
series that have been on the leaderboard, it was Carolina, but pretext. It was Carolina, York. I'm not going in particular order. Carolina, York, North, South, Maine, Wyoming, Washington. There was what was her name? The one whose armor got taken later on.
Uh,
The one that Connecticut.
yeah, Connecticut.
Connecticut. There was someone else.
Oh, the leaderboard only goes down to the top leaderboard only goes down to 8.
Well, with Tex, it's 9. Because it's Carolina, York, Tex,
Oh!
Wyoming, Washington, North, South, Maine, Connecticut.
Washington
that's
is
what-
number 6. Wow.
I know. Yeah. So there's only about 9 people on it. So he'd be about number 10 or so my character would be about 10 or 11. So like maybe not 10 or 11, but he'd be at least within 3 ranks of being on the leaderboard. So certainly useful. Like this is someone that if Carolina had to choose, if she didn't have anyone from the main leaderboard to choose, she'd pick him. Just because he's kind of okay to be around. He doesn't like get in the way of her.
He's
The
not
only issue-
mentally insane.
He's also not, and honestly, one of the other things, he's not stupidly ambitious when it comes to being on the board. He's not obsessed with it, like Southwood,
Like she is.
or like she is. So he's perfectly fine just letting her take credit because he knows he's not that fast.
By the
He
way,
knows he's not the strongest. He's really good with heavy weapons and providing suppressive fire. He's fine being
So he's-
support.
So he's fine with being in the background. He's a Yoshikage Kira.
Because he doesn't care to try and steal limelight or get in the way. He's just, I have a job to do. I'm going
is
to do
that
the job.
diamonds I see? I found diamonds.
I'm going to do the job, and I'm going to do what I like to do, which is shoot giant guns and blow stuff up.
I think Floss might be the only one who got what I just said.
Probably, yeah.
I didn't hear
What,
that.
your Yoshikage Kira thing?
Yes.
Hmm.
I got it.
That's just, I think. Okay, you got it. Good. Spider got it at least.
What show is that from?
JoJo's.
I'm way behind on JoJo.
That's part 4.
Like I said,
Oh, another
way
one.
behind.
It's not
Oh
that bad.
snap! I found like let's see how many I found. One.
The point is I'm behind,
Oh,
alright?
there we go, okay.
Stupid gravel.
Spider got graveled.
Three
Spider,
diamonds.
Spider, did you get stick bugged?
No. Get the fuck
Get
up.
stick bug, motherfucker. Get stick bug, motherfucker.
Yeah. So we found a
Um,
stick bug actually on my front door yesterday.
Oh.
Nice.
Did it dance on you?
No, I closed the door as soon as I saw it.
Pussy.
I don't give a shit about stick bugs, honestly.
The only main notable thing is that he's one of the few people who freelancers that the meta targeted that the meta never got. Mainly because literally what he did was when he got cornered by the meta, he literally just blew both of them up, and then got away.
So
he-
he has his own AI.
He actually does.
Hey, go
Right
Google.
when the alpha was being taken, in the show we actually see that they had a container for an AI canister for it. They were getting ready either taking away or getting ready to load when the break-in happened. Basically, the way I made it was that they had just finished off with the very last
Okay, this
fragment.
might take a group to explore.
fragment
so
was
I'm going
the-
back.
One of the least powerful, mainly because it
really?
was the only one that the alpha
I
retained
found a
to the
big
end.
side where I found
Besides
like
Epsilon.
12 diamonds.
What's your AI?
So I'm
thing?
coming back. Oh, so you got
The AI
you
is
still got the remaining
gonna-
diamonds
I'm
from
gonna let
last
Spy
time,
finish.
don't you?
Huh?
Cause like you and I went to the deep dark and we found a spot where we found tons of diamonds. You still have those diamonds you found, don't you?
I still have my 5 diamonds. Yes.
Yeah. I just walked past one. Past 2.
okay.
Keep walking past them. Pick them up.
Yeah, I just walked past it probably because it's just a hill. I walked down and I didn't see them. Anyways, I
Pick 'em
think.
Alright.
The diamonds.
Yeah, I picked them up. I'm just gonna go back and make our turning table.
Good.
Yeah, I think
Missing
Alright.
having enchanted goods.
I'm going to finish my thing now. His AI would be, and this is the last piece that the last AI taken after Epsilon. And it was, and because of the fact it was the last one taken, now originally it wasn't the weakest aspect of the alpha. It was actually one of the stronger aspects, but because it was the last one, the alpha retained before basically becoming just church. It was one of the weakest aspects afterwards. So it would eventually become a bit stronger over time once it had time to basically become its own entity, like many of the fragments later did.
Right. So
It was
what
the alpha AI's Pride.
The Pride.
Ba- Basically, you know how we actually the only time we actually see the Alpha speak to Leonard Church, to Dr. Church, was when he said, "Yeah, like he actually said like, yes, of course the calculations, like, of course the calculations were done. I did at the same time you did, just about 140,000 times faster than you did, because I'm smarter than your weak and slow human brain, Basically, the aspect of Church that makes him of the Alpha that makes him incredibly sassy and smartass.
The exit.
That's because he's kind of prideful. You know how Church is always talking big, but he never is able to actually back it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it is.
That's literally it, because it's one of the main aspects of Church, both Leonard Church and the Alpha. It would have been one of the strongest, but because it was taken last after everything was taken from the Alpha, it started out as the weakest.
So what's its name?
The name I decided to go with was Zeta.
Nah, I get that.
Partly because it's Z, which is the last letter in the English alphabet. I didn't go with Omega because obviously that's already been taken.
Mm-hmm.
But also just because it was,
Which in most packs, Omega is the weakest.
yeah. But in this case,
You're roboting again.
I'm lagging. Sorry.
Are you also
Yeah, no,
picking up Ian's apology habit?
Apparently so.
I literally turned him into a mini-me.
I will shoot you.
That's exactly what
you-
he would say.
Oh good, you've also picked
Oh, no,
up
no.
my shooting habit.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
What?
I'll shoot you with bow and arrow through the groin.
Spider, what happened?
I just saw. I'm heading back home, mind my business. Then all of a sudden, I see that the wandering trader taking his llamas down the hill, while under lead they just fucking bouncing.
Oh, I thought
Well,
you were
yeah.
gonna do it an Alucard abridged impersonation.
So I was just heading back to my room I was just heading back home like a baller when all of a sudden this schmuck and his llamas started walking down my river. He went up to me and said, "Do you want anything to trade?" And I went, "I'm not your mother last night." And he took exception to that. But you know how that song next goes.
So Zeta.
Yes, Zeta, the aspect of pride. Starting out as the weakest because when he was taken, basically Alpha had no memories, no nothing. But over time, he would become more powerful and one of the more opinionated fragments, almost easily as much as say, which was the one that actually turned Main into the meta?
Sigma.
Sigma. It became roughly equal to Sigma in terms of its influence. However, because it was mainly pride rather than ambition and anything else, and the fact that my character, Drake, if I remember correctly, I believe I named him Lucas Drake. Yeah, Lucas Drake. Lucas was a lot more. He was less susceptible to. Well, he is a bit more mellow, but also he's not main. He's not as easily influenced, nor was he as reliant on the AI as Main was.
Especially after he got shot 9 times in the throat.
Yes, let's be honest here, and not only that, but Main was always a very simple guy. It was punch the crap out of this person here, kill that person there.
Use that guy's robot arm to make him think his ally is saving him, and then throw him off the ledge once he lifted off the ground.
Yes, he was perfectly, and honestly, for a good chunk of it, he was perfectly fine being used as a weapon. He enjoyed it. My character, while he does enjoy doing what he does, he's not sadistic. He is not insane, and and while he does have pride in what he does, he has pride in what he does, but he's not arrogant. And while yes, he is influenced somewhat by Zeta, and that he is kind of like that he does later on basically say, "I'm the best at what I do," which is blowing stuff up with weapons. He's not. He's not like I'm. There's nobody better than me at anything.
Hmm.
So even though the AI does affect him, but not that much. And
Okay.
he'd mainly come about later in the course, like after the course trilogy, or maybe later. Basically,
After the chorus trilogy.
if I were to introduce him, like the best place I could think would be right after the course trilogy when the blues and reds are a thing. Basically, he shows up as he's helping. He's basically trying to find whatever freelancers remain who are being hunted. Because just as he escaped the meta, he escaped the blues and reds. Because he doesn't because he's like, I'm not going to associate with you with simulation troopers. We freelancers screwed you guys over. I'm not going to mess with you guys. You don't mess with me. Obviously, the blues and reds wouldn't take an answer, so he's like, yeah, screw that. I'm gone.
Oh man, forget this. I need a weapon.
Well, he has a lot of weapons. Like he basically took a good chunk of the armory with him when Freelancer fell.
See,
Alright.
I just imagine he just whipped the armory out and just ran, carrying the armory.
I
When
can
you
see
say
it.
that,
back.
yeah.
No,
When you say that, that's what I
no.
imagine.
The funny thing is, literally after the meta started going after Project Freelancer agents, and after it attacked him specifically, and he was the only one to get away, and he's actually one of the reasons that Recovery One was aware of what was going on to the freelancers, because he and South technically were the only ones who survived the initial encounter with the meta. However, afterwards, basically, freelancers like, hey, you need to go out there and hunt him down now. He was like, screw that noise. And he quite literally just strapped a trailer onto a Scorpion and booked it. He quite literally stole a Scorpion tank, strapped a trailer of weapons and ammunition to it, and left.
All right, Fred, I need
I
help.
like to imagine like it's a little travel trailer camper thing.
Wait, why do I have this bucket?
Strapped to a Scorpion main battle tank.
Spider,
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
Well, it's
throwing
either
mine chest. Get me out.
it would either be a Scorpion main battle tank with a trailer.
Oh, you're
attached
lost?
to it,
Oh boy.
the elephant, one of the elephants, like basically the vehicles that were in the Sand Trap map.
It's not that I'm lost.
imagine,
I've been mining iron.
like imagine like this giant
Okay, I'm
tank
coming back.
with like this little camper strapped to the back of it.
That would be
That's
hilarious. I think I should do that actually. It's either that or he quite literally just steals a Pelican and just loads it with everything he can. There's no other people in there. It's just him, his AI, his armor ability, which I literally just took as just armor lock. Basically, it picks up his shield
bitch.
to. His armor is also the only one that has natural shields, like proper, like actual normal Halo armor shields. And with armor lock, it basically amps it up to the nth degree, basically able to tank
Hello.
rockets.
Oh.
However, when he after using it, it
oh.
basically shuts the suit down for about
There should
30
be an ultimatum
seconds,
round.
as it
Oh yeah, here it is.
diverts most of the power,
Hmm.
which is the
I still
downside of
think-
using it.
I lied. This
I
is not
still-
it.
I
That's what I
still
thought.
think the camper attached to the tank would be
Hey,
funny
way
though.
up.
No, having a better idea.
Oh, I see where to
does
go.
steal a pelican because he knows the pelicans will be tracked. He only goes so far with it, and so when he gets off the pelican with the Scorpion tank in the trailer, he just hooks the trailer up to the Scorpion tank and drives off with a tiny little trailer. And the Scorpion tank just with like weapons and rockets and stuff this taped onto it.
Oh Jesus!
And, oh, here it is.
Like,
Just
it's the most
haphazardly taped to it.
just haphazardly duct taped to it and just driving off. Like basically, if you let a direct hit anyone on this
Right
thing,
here.
it's gonna blow the whole thing to Kingdom Come. Like you will see the explosion before it.
Hmm.
But it's basically the best you could do in about 5 minutes.
There
Something
better
up here
be-
takes a
There
while.
better be a moment where he
Fuck
asks why
this.
there's a camper in
I'm
a,
walking-
in
I can't walk
military
around.
Vehicles.
oh, he would, and then he'd look at the side of it and he'd be like, oh, York. Oh, York.
Of
I
course,
think
it'd be York's.
like, oh, York. Of course, it's New York. Well, buddy. Oh,
See,
buddy,
you
you
could
won't be
create
knitting
like
gifts
that
anymore.
together.
Oh my God, we could. Want to do that?
Yeah,
just-
sure.
I said it for like months that you two would be great at like workshopping ideas together. Like how Ace and I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No one
And I
listened to me.
I don't remember you ever saying that. That was the thing.
Yeah, you have. Well, no, I've said it to Frost a couple times.
You haven't said to me. That's probably why I don't remember it.
That's probably what it is. I've said it to Frost, not you.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
not the exit.
Yeah,
Here's
no,
the exit.
so
'cause
basically that's
I
what he
made it a
does.
path.
It's York's old trailer, and it's one of the reasons why York has a horrible home
Did you
life
get rid of my path?
because he
Yeah, I
forgot
made.
all of his
I
stuff.
made.
in Freelancer.
I cannot talk.
Ah. Alright, I'll
And
be
so
right back.
And so basically, my character is Lucas is just like carting some of York's old stuff with him.
Yeah, I'm taking some of these seeds for my own
Yeah,
farm.
that's kind of funny.
He's like,
Listen, I'll be right
okay.
back.
yeah, no, go ahead. I love Frost coming up with the idea of the little dinky ass trailer on the Sopium.
Hmm.
Like a giant 60+ ton main battle tank. Dinky little, like dinky little 200-pound trailer from freaking U-Haul.
Oh yeah, this is Zen's house.
Nice.
Supposed to be a guild hall, just that he hasn't come
Apparently.
back in a while to finish it.
So it's very unfinished.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
took some of his cows to make some bookshelves.
So yeah,
And
and
then
basically
decided
because his stuff is just entirely ammunition and weapons. Basically, when the
Like
blues
Frost isn't here.
I know. I can always repeat it for him later. This is Spider's house.
That's Spider's house, yes.
Lots of glass.
He
Is
went
it?
through the effort of looking for a blueprint to make the house.
Is it a lot of glass?
He said,
I mean,
lots
yeah,
of
you have a lot of. I said lots of glass. You have a lot of windows.
So that's Spider's house. He went through the actual effort of looking up blueprints to his house.
And you just made yours randomly.
I literally just made a pillbox
Hmm.
with stuff protruding outside of it.
Oh,
You'll see it in a moment.
I'm just coming to the lake to get some water.
There's my pillbox. See?
Mm-hmm.
The house itself is just a pillbox. I might expand it later, but otherwise it's just a pillbox. It has this long, more elegant walkway, and then it has the land bridge, the stone bridge, which is meant for mobs to spawn and walk towards my house slowly, so I can kill them. And then there's the fishing spot right there, and then the farm all the way around the back.
Yep, with a little bit of lava for when you need it.
With my lava dripper for infinite lava.
Yep.
Our plan
lava-
is to like. Oh, you go first.
Because the lava drips into the cauldron, I put the lava in the cauldron in a bucket, and I have infinite lava. Because it'll forever drain from that to that forever. It's perpetual lava.
Okay, see, now I want to put a mob under it so it just dies.
See, that'd be a great XP farm if they could spawn under it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with the whole light source stuff. 'Cause it-
What was that?
That's a yawn, my friend.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
I didn't realize that was coming from you.
Oh, I just yawned.
Yeah, now I know.
Yeah, as I was saying, our plan now is like while we get our own stuff, we later just expand onto the field that this little field that's by the hill, and to make it some sort of bases, random bases like a farm, a little enchanting table house, and another portal base.
We have another. The plan is another portal base, an enchanted house, and a supply depot.
Yeah,
We each have our own farms, honestly.
yeah, we have our own farms.
I think I'm
Alright,
done with Minecraft for now. I'm done with Minecraft right now.
Something I wanted to actually ask, what kind of things do this like the Camelot organization deal with? Like besides just magical things, like can you give me some like proper examples?
So, let's see how do I put it. So I'll start with timeline wise. We'll start with the demons. Well, I'll start timeline wise in terms of the books that I'm actually working on with Camelot. There's the demons in Demon Slayer.
Mhm.
Because they're a supernatural force. Camelot, mind you, this is a case of this is pre-internet age. This is quickly traveling news. It
Yeah.
took them a while to learn about this, so like it's been happening for like maybe 100 or so years that the demons have been around. But about the time of 1914, Camelot hears about the stuff what's going on in Japan with this, and they're like, okay, well, something's going on. We're gonna send an agent over there to figure.
Yeah.
First, they sent a heart and an ace, not an ace, a heart and a spade over there. The heart to figure out what's going on, and then suggest an idea for it further on. And then they sent the spade, to protect the heart, more or less.
Mhm.
So that's that side of the story is more aces, but it's again they're hunting the demons because they're targeting regular human beings.
Gotcha.
Spy Family is the next major one that I'm focusing on, at the very least in terms of like coming up with ideas for it. In which case, it is a case of they're literally just basically trying to prevent World War II.
Hmm.
They're infiltrating a country to prevent them from causing a world war.
Yeah.
Which that's an ace story, I believe it is. But again, I'm involved with the plotting of that one. Let me see if I can find that timeline in my fucking register.
Oops.
Wait a second. Pins. Oh, yeah. Spy Family. Next one I'm focused on would be Sailor Moon, which I need to watch Sailor Moon first before I really get into the nitty gritty on that one. So I'm not positive on how Camelot's gonna be involved in that one yet.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh is the one that really gets me because it's a case of how do I get that one done?
That actually will be a bit difficult on it.
Because like the only time it would really become necessary for Camelot to get involved, or at the very least like Camelot to like be a thing involved in that, the only time that really helps is Duelist Kingdom.
Yeah, I
Pegasus.
can see that. Yeah.
In which case, it's a case of he meets Yugi and the crew during Duelist Kingdom and is like, okay, I'm keeping an eye on you guys now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's more or less what would probably end up happening there.
Mhm.
Let's see. Tokyo Avengers isn't really a Camelot storyline. It's just something that's happening in Phase 5.
Mhm.
Danny
Yes.
Phantom, I've already said ghosts are a known
Nope.
thing to a lot of the secret organizations. It's why there's so many different ghost hunting organizations around in the Danny Phantom series, cannot in this canon.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not a case of Danny's parents look stupid because ghosts aren't real. No, it's a case of they look stupid because they can't actually catch a ghost.
Hmm.
Like as far as people around them are aware, they've never caught a ghost. Well,
Hey.
people know ghosts are real, they've never caught one.
Wait, does sugarcane grow on sand faster?
I don't know, honestly.
I'll just put some on grass.
Plenty that I'm logging off.
Because I know they grow mostly against water. On grass, I don't know.
So with Danny Phantom, it's a case of like Camelot knows ghosts exist. So Camelot basically tries to find every time there's a portal to the ghost zone made. They try to, take control of it and like immediately like either shut it down or have agents near it.
Yeah.
So when reports come about in, Amity? I forgot the name of the town. When people come
Amity
yeah.
Park.
Thank you. When reports come up in like Amity Park of like ghost sightings and shit, it's a case of like, okay, something's happening. We're
Yeah.
sending in an agent and their son, just to kind of like tell us, like it's one of those things of like just so that way people don't get too suspicious as to why some new guys moved in here.
Yeah.
The son who's currently being trained to join Camelot by the father, so the father and the son, the father's already an agent. he's not going to be too relevant to the story. Personally, it's going to focus mostly on his son, which
Mm.
this is literally going to basically be the son's initiation to Camelot. Basically, that's why I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Let's see, Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's the big one for me. So the problem with Chainsaw Man for me is the devils of Chainsaw Man are a known thing. So what's going to happen is basically Camelot's involved with devil hunting all across the world at this point because it's a worldwide thing at this point in this universe. So Camelot's like heavily involved in that. They have agents in every country dealing with devils.
Mm.
All Camelot agents are instructed to find and kill the gun devil, which is the main plot, which is the main like driving focus of part 1 of Chainsaw Man for majority of it. But another
Mhm.
thing is the way I'm having it set up is the main character, Blake Star, who's the name change for the character Ian. Blake is sent to Japan to watch Japan's devil hunting organization, the Public Safety Bureau. Basically, because the person in charge of it is devil himself.
Mm.
So he's there basically to keep an eye on that person as well as if they turn against humanity, kill them and take over. Blake at this point would be the Ace of Hearts. So, yeah. Like, it's a case of like every time something supernatural happens, they're the first ones on the scene, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every time like something that's not a human on human issue happens, they're the first ones there.
Yeah.
Like something happens with the Christian angels fighting the Christian devils, they're the first ones on the scene. Like, okay, what's going on? Settle the dispute now. You know what I mean? Like if humans get involved in anything like supernatural, they're there.
Mhm.
You get that?
I get it.
That's more or less what it is. Like a portal from another dimension opens up and humans see it. Camelot's there immediately with the propaganda campaign to make it seem like it's a lie. You know, create conspiracy theories that discredit it, people who see it, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like Camelot's literally just like humanity mustn't know what's actually happening.
Yeah, they cannot know this shit.
They're literally just the SCP.
Hmm.
They're basically just SCP organization.
My farm? No, I'll just leave it right here for now.
We're done, Spider.
Let me just patch. Oh, and then we're done.
Tell me when you're ready, so you can get the picture you want.
Hey. Oh.
Oh shit! I need to clean my glasses. Give me a sec. You ready?
Yes.
Saving quick. Zen has not shown up yet.
Nope, not at all. Not one bit.
I'm back.
Hey, boss is back.
Yo.